Has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity. That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship rogue trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before. My deepest respects to you, Your Grace. A noble of the Imperium. It's been a long time since Providence last brought such eminent guests aboard this vessel. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this voyage ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencius, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor. To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others. But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
None shall stand in my way. Victory awaits!
One of the von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Death will find you soon enough!
heretics!
All too easy. Not a problem for me. Already done. Absolutely not. I'll pass. Not my specialty. Absolutely not. I'll pass. Not my specialty. Suits my purposes.
For the glory of the Imperium!
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan. I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
It's about time. lay claim to the stars. Follow my lead.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad? Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis Expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence. Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here? You are direct. I approve. But you will have to wait. There is something I want you to understand first. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with Fon Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. Naturally, some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake. Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse. Your noble descent is a sign that power lives in your very flesh and blood. You would never doubt your words or actions. Never show weakness. Never let an involuntary gesture or a careless word betray your fears or agitation. At least, if your upbringing was as thorough as mine was in my time. Many will grovel at your feet. Governors, commanders, highborn navigators, conceited lords. And you cannot allow them to sense weakness in the one who stands above them. Moreover, your remarkable mental abilities were noted in your profile. If you can find a way to exhibit them in the service of the Fon Valancius dynasty, well, so much the better. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name Fon Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least. I have some time before the Navigator gives the signal to initiate the Void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Is that so? Perhaps the Technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live. The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers, and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time. Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Your Emperor won't save you!
Look out.
Weapon at the ready! To the heretics! Chaos guides me! Out of my way!
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
My tactics are flawless. All too easy. I don't have time for this. Absolutely not. I'll pass. Nothing I can't do, nothing of value has been lost.
Death to non-believers! I serve the ruinous power!
Ugh, my ears are ringing.
Death to the weak!
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. One fewer target. I took care of this one.
Die!
I don't have time for this.
I've suffered worse. My place is at the fore. Reduced to dust!
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
I won't tolerate weakness. Victory awaits! A new challenge for me?
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the Navigator's Sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-Militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
We're in the warp. Considering the attack, there could be a disruption in the Geller field and the infiltration of malevolent forces onto the decks. Psychers can react to such things in the most unpredictable ways.
Enough! Master of Whispers, you must not allow my heir to turn into a mindless mutant and to perish under Enforcer fire. Not everything in your power.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. Oh, certainly. Lady Theodora would be devastated if she...
Yeah.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful. You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, An ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel. On the contrary, the Wolf's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for? I may consider it once you've done what I need you to do. There's a good boy. Did you forget something?
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance? Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
There is still another way!
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Escort the child of the house to safety. Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the Navigator's Sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by. Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Follow my lead. We must act. I won't tolerate weakness.
Run, fools, or fall!
Master! Whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this? What? Oh, holy God, Emperor! I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora. Saints' blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Look no further.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day. Let me help.
Thank you. Now, where were we?
Your seneschal is always...
Doubt is for the weak.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive. Lady Theodoras. Which one? The last one I received was about the navigator's sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must... Absolutely. Let us proceed.
To arms, loyal sons!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the...
You are my next stoppers! I'll sacrifice!
Don't you dare to cross us!
Your Emperor won't save you! Chaos guides me. Chaos guides me.
Not a problem for me. Already done. Nothing I can...
You attack.
Out out of my way!
Absolutely not.
It will be done.
Death to non-believers!
Just a minor setback.
All too easy.
Not my specialty.
Victory is... At your beck and call.
I serve the greatest
Used
power!
to dust.
On the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abala, how they sing.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate, to die in the waves of the Immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn, and in the roaring blaze I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer. The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat! Oh, Emperor's Providence! The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it! You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
It will be done.
I'm not interested. I'd rather not.
Was that you? Farewell. Can I fall back now? On it.
Here we go. Death to the weak.
Nothing I can't do. Not a problem for me. Suits my purposes.
Chaos guides me.
I've suffered worse. I will do my duty. Someone else can do this.
There is movement in the Empyrean. Anything else? But of course. Will do.
Let's get to it.
Nothing I can do. I don't have time for this. All too easy.
Follow my lead. Indeed. I took care of this one. That's not the Seneschal's job.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead. But the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not...
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me. Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the Servo Skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespidas, good luck. And thank you.
Victory awaits.
Ship's as good as ours! It's all over for you!
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot this!
Shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my Emperor.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you? The hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the Dark Forces. But in these dire...
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers, Edelthrath.
If you speak truthfully, I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic!
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story does...
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Massacre, my lord! And heretics are not just...
Through this door. I shall...
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks that you're...
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
It's about time. A new challenge
Do you see
for me.
that?
Annihilate them!
All of you will bleed!
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone!
I refuse.
I will not! Doubt is for the weak.
I'll do it.
Rejoice in battle! As the Emperor commands, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. Eradicated.
Chaos guides me!
Not a problem for me. Nothing I can't do. Already done.
A tactically sound approach. Reduced to dust! I'd rather not. At your beck and call.
I serve the ruinous powers. Crush the feeble. I bring ruin.
I know what is to come. What?
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Anything else?
Out of my way!
Guided by faith.
I'll do it. Nothing I can't do.
Victory is imminent. I'm not interested. Someone else can do this. I'd rather not.
But of course. On it. Was that you? Or...
Death to non-believers!
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury! Faith without deeds. As the Emperor commands, I act. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! This is unacceptable. I shall not fear!
Suits my purpose. I'll lay claim to the stars. I rise to the occasion. Follow my lead.
Never doubt me.
I tire of idleness. Let's move.
Are you lost, my heir?
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is...
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows in seas. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality. I can lead you out of these flames. Show you a path, rid you of pain.
Do not listen to this abomination. If you... They're...
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way...
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Elo... What are we waiting for?
Master, can you hear me? Oh, you're alive. Which is more than I was expecting after what you just did.
Praise the Emperor. We passed through the flames. How can this be anything but a portent? For so it is said that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast in their faith.
Indeed he does. Oh, if I hadn't seen it myself, I never would have believed.
What happened to Lady...
There was no Theodora, witch. There was an illusion, a temptation, a foul taint that tried to lead us astray.
Is that right, Adepta Sanctimonious? What? We'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord's Captain standing there in the fire? Abala, you tell her.
Whatever it was, it matters no longer. Your conduct is bordering on madness, or holiness. A path opened behind you, where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. But what am I saying? My eyes must have deceived me. Too much smoke for my lungs. Truly, would you have received wounds like these if there had been no fire.
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudably passed. It is something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
Did my eyes deceive me? I could swear that I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire with the rest following in your wake. I did not expect you would make it here in time. After all, the mutiny caught the entire crew off guard, as they were scattered all over the ship. I must say, your wounds... Pray, forgive my insistence. I have gathered everyone who answered the Vox call and was able to hold a weapon. Yet I do not see the Lord Captain or her arch-militant in our midst. We are still receiving messages in her voice, but she is not responding to direct requests. I last saw Lady Theodora on the observation platform.
It was at this very elevator, Master Edelthran. The Lord Captain, accompanied by the arch-militant, headed to her chambers to retrieve an item of particular import. After that, all we heard from her were Vox broadcasts.
This is troubling, and the timing is inopportune. I am still receiving fragmentary reports from the bridge. Kunrad Voigtveer was spotted there, and even what scant intelligence...
No, you most certainly are not. You can barely stand upright after what happened. It is best that we...
A reasonable approach. Take your escort with you. You may be waylaid. Once you have found the Lord Captain, you must beg her to go to the bridge and lead the counterattack. The rogue trait. Until next we meet, may the Emperor bless your deeds. I shall see you on the field of battle.
None shall stand in my way.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Cast your eye there.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls. No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear.
Lord Captain. Who would even dare? How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The art...
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but they... Streaks of color. Lumen tainted witchcraft. Yes. No, wait!
Idira.
You'd give up so easily, old man?
A new challenge for me.
Beware the ire of the witch.
Come to chaos!
That's not the Seneschal's job. At your beck and call.
I'll pass. Absolutely not. I don't have time for this. Not a problem for me.
Justice for the weak. The sake of the Emperor's judgment.
Not by much.
I'll do it. Rejoice in battle! Faith without deeds is worthless. Cover me! Will do. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Anything else? Will do. real kitty.
Indeed. One fewer target. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
Never wavered in the face of adversity. All too easy. I'll pass. Absolutely not. Already done.
Just a minor setback.
Nothing I can't do.
That is not the Emperor's will. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Anything else?
I've suffered worse.
On it! Will do.
Someone else can do this. At your beck and call, reduce to dust. I will do my duty.
Suits my purpose. Not my specialty. I'll pass. Absolutely not.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
There is movement in the Empyrean. Anything else?
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
lay claim to the stars.
I did fine.
The first sacrifice opens the ark. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
You are here. But where is the Lord Captain? No. The rogue trader. No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
Then we have no right to... We are out of time! No. To die altogether is to allow the flame of the dynasty to perish. The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, accursed traitor! A time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora.
What? Theodora is dead.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Suffer not the heretic to live!
I don't have time for this. Not a problem for me. As the Emperor is why I was chosen! I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, eradicated.
High momentum.
I am his will made manifest. I'll do it. For you, my Emperor! Faith without this is why I was chosen. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor... Faith without each stroke is a prayer.
That is not my destiny. But of course,
I serve the ruinous power!
It will be done. Victory is imminent. I'd rather not. At your beck and call.
Death to the weak!
It's nothing!
Already done.
This is why I was chosen. I refuse. I'll do it. Pain cleanses the body. Ministration is a holy task. As the Emperor commands, I act.
anything else?
Just a minor setback.
Not this Dryas, Joe.
You'll regret this!
That's not the Seneschal's job. I will do my duty. At your beck and call. This wound will make a fine scar.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Suits my purposes.
I'll do it.
Nothing I can't do.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
High momentum.
What is this foreboding? No can do. Will do.
One is down. Absurd! Do I need to do everything myself?
Brace yourself, Abelard. Indeed.
I'll live another day. Suits my purposes.
It will be done. Victory is imminent. I will do my duty.
Let's see how they respond to this. Not a problem for me. I'll pass. Not my specialty.
At your beck and call. Injury is not an excuse to shirk one's duty. Pain and duty go hand in hand. Indeed. My ears are ringing. Victory is imminent. Brace yourself, Abelard. I will do my duty. Pain and duty go hand in hand. At your beck and call. Not dead yet.
All too easy. You didn't stand a chance.
Suits my purposes.
High momentum.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. As the Emperor, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. You, my Emperor!
I'll do it.
As the Emperor... I'll do it. Faith without doubt. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor cannot be eradicated. I'll do it. Faith without this is why I was chosen. On it.
But of course. We'll do it.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Indeed. Victory is imminent. Forth on Valencius! At your beck and... An exemplary strike! Follow my lead!
Forge ahead! Already done. Nothing of value has been lost.
I'll do it.
Who even taught you to fight like this?
As the Emperor commands, I act. God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! This is unacceptable.
Was that you?
Low momentum.
Or an honor? On it. That is not my destiny. But of course.
My ears are ringing. I will do my duty. Gray hair, sure have. It will be done.
Curse you, miscreant!
Nothing I can't do. There's nowhere to hide. All too easy.
Anything else? Was that you? Or...
Careful. Victory is imminent.
High momentum.
Nothing I can't do.
Will do.
I've suffered worse.
Not the Scryer's job. No can do. Stop mocking me.
Enjoy your luck while you still draw unwounded!
At your beck and call. Time to redouble our efforts.
On it. Be gone.
It's about time.
The heir is dead. He sacrificed himself to save me. Rivor, Master Helmsman, systems status report.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal, living and breathing.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You...
Mortal, who are you to oppose the very flows of fate? It matters not. Resisting the inevitable means only that realization and submission will...
The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy. A relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, You broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
Seneschal, the Navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you, with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow, that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision, it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the Warrant of Trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live.
The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. To hang the ancestral banners once again, and exact vengeance on the enemies of House von Valancius and humanity.